Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day to show you how to take care of your CFMOTO and make it last a long time. Let's go. Got an action-packed day today and got a lot to get done. I'm filming about 3 videos today for you. First off, I want to start out this morning with showing you some tips and stuff on how to make your investment in a side-by-side or ATV last a long time. We've got some other tips and tricks that we're going to talk about on mechanically keeping your machine running sound and good for a long time. The UK racing team, Harry, he's the driver, and Christopher and the team out there, they sent me some stuff pretty awesome. It's the Quadzilla guys. They're doing some great work over there, and they sent us some cool cups. So appreciate it, guys. If y'all are not following Quadzilla on YouTube, go follow them, check them out. Harry is an awesome driver, fun to watch, and they do a great job over there. We're wishing them a great and successful racing season. And one more plug-in before we get started. Don't forget that you can get some Real Talk Power Sports merch. We've got a lot of different shirt options, designs, jackets, all kinds of stuff. Go check that out, link in the description. All right, so like I said, one of the major things of making sure that your machine lasts a long time is keeping it clean. It's okay to get it dirty, but you need to keep it clean. We're not going to concentrate on this because I've showed you this before, but this is the Inferno wash. I'm actually only using 4 ounces and filled the rest up with water. I'm just going to foam it and then we're going to move on. Okay, so you see we moved to some shade. We got the Inferno wash done, and now we're going to be putting some protective stuff on it. This is the PVR, which is plastic vinyl rubber protectant, and we're going to go over all the black plastics. You can even do the colored plastics, but what I want to do with that is I'm going to do the windshield and all the colored plastics with this ceramic detailer. First, what I want to do is I want to cover it with this PVR. Now, in the past, I have used SC1, which it looks great, right? But as soon as the dust kicks up, or you're trailering it down the road and just the dust from the air, it just sticks to it, even if it's sitting in your shop. But this stuff, neither one of these are silicone based, and so therefore it leaves a nice shine and a protectant coat without the silicone that attracts dirt and dust and debris. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply, you want to take you a clean towel, clean rag, you can either spray it onto the rag or directly on the surface, and I'm going to do that with all the black plastic. I'm even going to go over the seats and all that. So let's get started. I'm just doing little small sprays here, and I'm going to take and just work the product around, and then I'm going to take it and kind of buff it in, and you can see already that rich color coming back into it looks good, and that's going to also protect it. And I can wipe this. It's slick and clean, and you can feel that protectant barrier, but it's not sticky at all. Not sticky at all. That's what's so good about this PVR. So I'm not going to bore you with all this, but I'm just telling you this stuff is good. I'm going to go ahead and coat the whole machine, and then we'll move on to the ceramic detailer. This stuff is awesome. Get you some from Mud Tracks. Justin Drake, like I said, did an awesome job on this stuff. Go get you some. Okay, so I was about to move into the interior. By the way, this PVR is doing an amazing job. Sometimes you'll get these stubborn little dirt stains in here in your seats. Y'all know how that is on your ATV side-by-sides. And also, I didn't spray this speaker, and so I'm going to spot clean it. And you know what's good for that? It's the Inferno to go. So it's just like the Inferno wash that we're using, except for this is actually set up to where you don't need to wash it off or anything. So you can just spot spray, treat these seats wherever there's some little stains before we actually put the PVR on it. I'm just going to work that into them seats. Just kind of scrub it. And this stuff is definitely the best stuff I've seen to clean your seats with. You don't have to have a water hose or anything for this. Just take your little spray bottle, Inferno to go. It's priced really good. It works great. And it smells good. All right, so now I'm going to shine up the dash real quick using the PVR. This stuff is so nice to watch work. Just kind of buff it in. Feel how it's not sticky, but yet definitely makes it look much better. Okay, so we got the PVR on all the black plastic and making it shine. It's looking good. Looks better than it did out of the crate, but we got it nice and protected. Now we're going to use the ceramic detailer on the windshield and all the colored plastic as well as the mirrors, and that's going to protect it, give it a nice coating for the dirt and debris to just not stick to, and it's just going to keep the machine looking good for a longer time period. It also makes it where the next time you wash it, makes it easy to clean. So just like with the PVR, use you a clean rag and you can either spray it directly to the rag, or you can spot spray it. Just kind of move the product around and then buff it in, and then you can wipe and fill that coat that is on the machine now. That's nice. So we're going to take and do that to the whole machine. And on the windshield, now this stuff is awesome. I know that a lot of the worst thing ever is a scratched up windshield on a side-by-side. So you never want to wipe the windshield when it's dirty or dry. You always want to soak it down, wet it. And with this stuff, I'm using this terry towel and the ceramic detailer, and I'm going to coat it. I'm going to take, remember, clean towel. I'm going to take and lightly rub it in, move the product around, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to flip it, make sure it's clean, and buff it in. We're going to do that to the inside and out. And it leaves a nice streak-free, clean, protected windshield for your side-by-side. Very nice. Now let me do the inside. So there you have it, guys. Use the PVR, Inferno to go, and ceramic detailer, and she is looking good. And like I said, I know I stressed cleaning a lot in this video, but now let me give you a couple other tips. Some things you need to do is after your rides and when you're washing, is get that water hose down in between get spray down in between the brake calipers, your brake pads, and your brake rotor, your disc, and roll it back and forth as you spray and really get all that sandy grit and junk out between the brake calipers and your brake rotor. And that will help keep you from having squeaky brakes and uneven wear on your rotor and your brake pads. Also, you want to make sure that you wash out your radiator. But this goes for any manufacturer. You want to keep your radiator cleaned out so you don't have any overheating problems. Always check all of your fluids. Check your oil, check your engine coolant. Make sure that all that is good. Follow your manual and do your regular routine maintenance. Let your shop do it if you don't have confidence in doing so. Remember, you can get oil change kits at Main Street Cycle, no problem. Also, make sure that you grease your machine. So if you have grease fittings, or I call them alamites, you can grease them. Use some red moly grease, that's what I like to use. And where there are not grease points, I like to Like my my axle boots and stuff, I like to coat them down in WD-40. It just helps keeps them coated and protected. I like to do all of my suspension components and different things in WD-40. It helps keep things from rusting. And if you spray some on your exhaust and on your exhaust springs and stuff that holds them together on your four-wheelers and stuff, it will smoke and kind of burn the WD-40 off when you crank it. But I have noticed that has helped keep rust from building up or even being able to corrode at all. That is an oily substance, obviously, and so dust and stuff is going to stick to that. Make sure you follow your service manual on servicing your machine. Just take care of it, man. Don't submerge it in mud up past your your inlet for your CVT and your air intake. Just, I know we like to push them and go deep if you're a mud rider, but just know that if you get it past the point of where it can breathe it into the engine or whatnot, you're gonna mess it up, man. So also, if your exhaust tip is underwater or in the mud and you kill the machine, well, it's going to suck water and mud back in through the exhaust. So just take care of your stuff, and if you can, don't leave it outside 24/7. If you don't have a garage or carport or shop to store it in, get you a cover. Invest in a cover to cover the machine. A tarp is better than nothing, so that will help keep any sun damage from fading your plastics and stuff like that over time. I really like this U-Force. I'm going to do another video here in a second, but remember, all these accessories that is on this machine you can get at Main Street Cycle. So the doors, Super ATV, anything Super ATV. If you call Main Street Cycle, mention Real Talk Power Sports, say that you want that 10% discount on the doors and the windshields, not only for the U-Force but other models, that they can get you 10% off MSRP price. So hope you enjoyed this one, guys. The U-Force is looking awesome. Get you some products. If you invested in a machine, invest in some care products that will take care of your machine and keep it looking as good as my stuff looks. So anyways, God bless y'all. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.